Hi,
Hi.
my name is Omotara. I was raped at the age of 6 by my uncle. He happened to be my favorite uncle. And this this is something that has always haunted me. Every time I think about it, it's really been it has made a huge hole in my heart. It all started when I went for holidays at that place. I was always going for holidays, Nothing has been happening. And just because he's a trusted person, when you have a favorite uncle who buys you everything you want, who takes care of you like his own. So you are opened. You're free to do everything around him. It all started when his parents traveled. I was at home alone with him in the house. He started touching me. At first I thought it was a normal thing. I was still a young child. And I don't want to say my parents actually taught me those basic things that kids are meant to be taught. Like nowadays that they teach kids, when your uncle touches you, you talk. Not even uncle. When anyone touches you, you'd speak out. My mom and dad are divorced. I'm the only child. So basically my mom focuses more on my siblings than I.
You're the only child from
My mom and dad. So basically, while I was at my auntie's place, he started off by touching me, which I counted as something normal. Before I knew it, he would tell me to touch his stick.
his private parts.
I did. But I didn't understand what it meant as at then. He would always tell me, "Oh, don't tell anyone. I promise you, if you don't tell anyone, I'm going to get you something." And I was always wanting things. So keep quiet.
Things like
Toys. Something that makes kids happy. So I went back home, but I never told my parents. Then I went back again for holiday. And that was when he finally did it. That particular day, they traveled same way. I was left at home. And then he forced himself on me. It was at night. I couldn't shout. I just laid there on the bed. And he was like, "Oh, just do what you have to do. Let me go." It was a painful experience. I couldn't tell anyone. They came back. They saw me crying, but they didn't know what was wrong.
that's his parents.
Yes. And when you would cover up, "Oh, she was so silly today," so I punished her. They never asked what type of punishment. Probably if they had asked, probably I must have spoken up.
His parents.
Yes. So I went home. But every time my mom would tell me, "Oh, aren't you going to this place?" I would always refuse. I'm not going.
After that,
After that incident, I was always refusing. I'm not going. My parents never asked me why. They just assumed, oh, maybe because there's this friend I had there. They moved. So they assumed, oh, probably because she has nobody to play with over there anymore. And that's the reason why she doesn't want to go. I kept this in my heart for close to 5 years. And one day I was in church, teenagers church, and I really can't remember the topic, but they were talking about we being open to our parents about whatever it is you're going through. And this has eaten deep inside of me. So that very day, I remembered I was washing dishes in the kitchen, and I was crying bitterly because I was seeing how the whole thing played. My siblings walked in on me crying, and they asked what was wrong. And I told them, she just helped me call mommy. Because I couldn't keep it anymore. So I went into the room and I opened up to my mom. First thing she did.
Sorry.
First thing she did was she cried, as a typical Yoruba woman. She screamed. Why? Why didn't I ever tell her anything? Why did I keep it? Something as huge as that. I told her I was scared because I didn't want issues. She got so pissed. Then she called my grandma. And together with my grandma, they cried and then, laid curses with anger in their hearts. I never saw this man anymore until 2019 when I was sick.
Okay. Sorry to cut you. What was the age gap between you and him when the incident happened?
I was 6. He was in his early 20s.
Early 20s, between 22 to 25?
I guess. 2019, I was sick. And my mom said he came to the hospital. Basically, I was in coma that period. So when I came back...
Was it because of the incident?
No, it wasn't. But I feel
it contributed
to it. Because I knew, even after speaking about it to my mom, every time my stepdad goes out and he comes back home to talk about kids, I don't want to say they are mocking me, but I feel like, oh, she's no longer a virgin. What do we need her for?
Every time they're having conversation about children, they say you're no longer a virgin. What do they need you? What do they need you for?
Basically, as a first child, I'm meant to set an example.
Okay.
I'm meant to be the righteous. My siblings are meant to take after me. But as it is, they can't.
But it was not your fault.
They don't want to believe.
So your mom did not believe that it wasn't entirely your fault.
I guess. I've never heard that discussion with her ever since then.
But in her actions. So when you saw the man in 2019, did you see him?
I can't really remember if I saw him. Basically. Because the whole thing as at that 2019 it was blurry.
What happened when he came to the hospital?
He came to apologize. He thought that was my last. So he came to apologize, to tell me to forgive. But I'm not sure that kind of person can be forgiven.
So what did your mom say?
With what she told me later on, she said she sent him out because she was pissed. She remembered how I narrated the whole thing to her. And she said the main thing she kept asking him was why? Why your sister? She's your blood. You didn't see any other girl to do it to. Why her? What did you get? Was it for a fetish reason? Did you do it to, so we can know probably would pray about it or would do something to avert whatever it is? But there was no explanation. He just said he was sorry. This also has affected me in a way that in my relationship, when I try to with my ex actually, there was a time we were in the whole mood and all. Then he tried. I saw it was like I was seeing him. The touching, the pulling of the pants. Everything was like a reflection, like I was seeing myself, my little me, in that aspect. And I had to beg him to please stop. He asked why. I couldn't give him an explanation. Months later, I gave him an explanation. And he told me, oh, don't worry. There's a way we can do it, Imagine it is me. Don't think about him. Don't. I've tried. It's not working. I still think back to those days. I still blame myself when my friends are saying, oh, they are a virgin. I still ask myself, why did I keep myself? Why didn't my uncle just, say, oh, no. Don't let me touch my favorite person.
But did you ask for it?
I didn't.
But you think you caused it?
Something I've always thought.
Till now? You still think you caused it?
Because I wonder what will make an adult. You didn't see any other adult as you. It's a small child. It's a small child you see that spikes your interest. Cool.
Hi there. Welcome to the Victor Wilson Show, a show dedicated to providing valuable insights and solutions by addressing traumas and difficulties that individuals may have experienced in their lives. Featuring insightful interviews with leading psychologists, counselors, therapists, and individuals sharing their own difficulties and journeys. This show provides a supportive space for anyone seeking clarity and healing. You'll find inspiration to navigate life's difficulties and practical tips right here. Subscribe now to Victor Wilson TV. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery, healing, and growth together.